Hello, everyone. I welcome you to today's episode. The last time I talked about logical reasoning, and with regards to that, I said that logical reasoning is the study of correct reasoning. That means that if someone reasons correctly, critically, or analytically, then that person is considered as a logical thinker. On that, I touched on three main logical tools. Tools that will assist the individual to think correctly or critically. And I made mention of one statement as a tool, argument, and logical fallacies. Errors in thinking. Today, I would like to touch on statement as a logical tool. What is statement? Statement is something that expresses a claim that can be either true or false. That is the meaning of statement. Now, there are three types of statement. There are more, but then I am limiting myself to the main types. The first type of statement is called analytic statement. The second is synthetic statement. And then the third one is emotive statement. What is analytic statement? Now, for us to understand, then I would like to introduce an example, and this example will help us to understand the meaning of analytic statement. For instance, all bachelors are unmarried. That is, all bachelors are unmarried. Analytic statement means that the meaning of the statement is contained in the meaning of the words, which simply means that the meaning of the words or of the statement does not lie outside the statement itself. So, all bachelors are unmarried. It is obvious. You don't need to go out there and look for evidence in order to believe that, because the words in the statement are self-explanatory, because that means that in an analytic statement, the meaning of the words in the statement guarantee the meaning of the statement, which means you don't need any evidence outside the statement. So, we know who a bachelor is. A bachelor is someone who is unmarried. And who is an unmarried person? An unmarried person is a bachelor. And in that sense, you don't need any external proof. The statement itself is self-explanatory. So that's why we call it analytic statement. Now, the second one is synthetic statement. For example, people in country A wear jeans on Friday. Now, this is a typical example of synthetic statement. Now, people in country A wear jeans on Fridays. Now, the point is that the words in the statement are not self-explanatory. That is, the meaning of the words in the statement does not guarantee the truth of this particular statement. So for us to know the truth of this statement, then some people, or we need people to go or travel to country A to go and carry out research and to find out if the people in that particular country wear jeans on Fridays. So without conducting research or investigating into this one, there is no way you are going to discover the truth of this particular statement. So country A, I cannot stand here and affirm or justify that it is true that country A or the people in country A wear jeans. I cannot, unless I conduct a research or investigate and in order to get evidence to back it. So which means that synthetic statements are not self-explanatory. You need evidence or something to justify that particular statement. Now, we move to the third one. The third one is emotive statement. Emotive statements are statements that make appeal to our emotions. For instance, this government did nothing in the last 4 years. Now, you read meaning into such a statement. For example, this government did nothing in the last 4 years. We are talking about 4 good years. So for a journalist or for a media house or something like that to sit down or to sit there and say that this government did nothing in the last 4 years. Nothing means nothing. It's some kind of a negation. So the word nothing, you are negating that the whole of the 4 years the government didn't carry out any single project in the whole of the tenure in the 4 years time. Now, this one, it can never be a factual statement. It can never be analytic statement or synthetic statement. It is only emotive. It is a statement that is trying to appeal to the emotions of people, either to upset people, to make people angry, or to put the government in a bad light. That is the purpose of this particular statement. Now, we've looked at the three types or forms of statement. Now, how can we apply these tools, logical tools, to issues in the media, or how the media carry itself, or how the media go about things in the media world? So with regards to that, I would say that any media house, whatever statement it makes, falls within these categories. So the point is, if you are a consumer, or if you are someone who is in the media world, we are all somehow, we have something to do with the media. So the person who is propagating the information or propagating whatever ideas the person has, one question that you need to ask yourself is very simple. What kind of statement is the person making? Is the statement analytic, synthetic, or emotive? So now, by knowing this, you'll be able to somehow identify factual news from biased ones, or fake news from the true ones. I will, on this note, end here and try as much as possible to delve into the media space next time with these logical tools. And the purpose will be how to identify fake news and bias in the media by using these logical tools. Okay, I'll urge you and beg you to subscribe to this particular channel and help us to spread the good news and help us to somehow reintroduce the importance of logic, the importance of critical thinking in the public space. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye. Adios. Tschüss.